What is good, y'all? Welcome back to the Welcome back to a brand new video, man. We are here. We are back with a brand new video for you guys. And NBA basketball is back. It's officially back today after the AllStar break. A lot to talk about, man. I did not make a video during AllStar break. I was going to, but wasn't able to. I was very busy with a lot of work. So we are back now with a lot of NBA content soon to come for the entire season. And it's going to be really fun. It's going to be really exciting how the season finishes up, playoffs, everything like that. And this is the best place to get Heat content, man. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts, your predictions for the season. We got a new signing to talk about. We have AllStar recap. We have outlook of the second half of the season. So yes, sit tight to the end of the video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and let's get right into it. Okay, so we're gonna start off with AllStar break. AllStar break was it was underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even talking about like for Heat Nation and the players that we have. I'm talking about just as an NBA fan, because that's what I am. First and foremost, before I'm anything, I'm a fan of the game. So I obviously, as a fan of the game, was expecting a lot more from AllStar Weekend. Really disappointed by this AllStar Weekend. It was probably one of the worst that I've ever seen. When we look at each event, the three-point contest was basically the best part of it. And the three-point contest is not even what they market. They usually market the dunk contest and the All-Star game. And those two events were by far the worst. The three-point contest was good. The skills challenge was okay. I think the skills challenge could have been a little better. Like some of the holes that they were passing into were just way too big. It was just way too easy. They were just getting too many points, and I like the old skills challenge a lot better, personally, but that's just me. Dunk contest was terrible. I think that the dunk contest, man, you might have to do away with that, because there just aren't enough guys willing to do the dunk contest. And we have a G Leaguer who's won it twice. Mac McClung, shout out to him. Jaime did okay. I thought Jaime was all right. I don't think he was amazing, but I thought he was definitely better than Jaylen Brown. Him or Jacob Toppin should have made the final. It shouldn't have been Jaylen Brown. He had by far the worst dunks, and I respect him trying to put on for guys who are bigger names doing the dunk contest, but bro, you should have just sat out if you're gonna do those type of dunks. Like, he was getting booed. And yeah, the dunk contest, I just think like we ran out of dunks. Like, that's just my opinion. I don't think anyone has said it, but like, I honestly think we've just ran out of dunks, bro. Like, it's 2024 right now. The dunk contest has been in existence for I don't know how many years, more than 40 years, I would say. Bro, the amount of dunks that have been done from then to now, like, I don't know if you can just keep coming up with new dunks. Like, at a certain point, like, every dunk would have been done in a dunk contest before. So it got to a point Mac McClung was repeating dunks that other people were doing, and he still won because he got it on the first attempt and he put some power into it. He jumped over Shaq. His first dunk was very original. It was probably the one that was the most original out there, the most creative, when he palmed the ball and then he let go of it and then he took it back and went for a reverse dunk. That was good. Apart from that, everything that was done in that dunk contest we've already seen before. Even Jacob Toppin's like 360s. Like, we've seen Derrick Jones Jr. do that dunk before in the dunk contest. So I just think that we're just running out of dunks, bro. We're just running out of dunks. So it's less about the dunkers. It's more about the judges, I feel. The judges were terrible. I don't know how Jaylen Brown made that final round. I don't know if it's because of his name. I don't know how. I don't know if any of them up there are Celtics fans. I have no idea. Because, bro, he did not deserve to make it out that first round. He had by far the worst dunks. Jumping over Kai Cenat, who's already 5'2", when he's sitting down is not impressive. And I know people were saying who was he trying to emulate? Was it Daniel Marshall or something? I don't know who it was. But he didn't even close his eyes until he landed, so he wasn't emulating him either. So that dunk was just straight up terrible, and I think he received a 49 for it. So stuff like that is just what makes the dunk contest unwatchable right now. I think they should definitely revamp that or get rid of it if you're not going to get any new dunks. Maybe add another type of challenge. I like the shooting stars challenge, when you had a retired player, a current player, and a WNBA player. And I believe that was like the replacement of the skills challenge. That was dope. I think Chris Bosh won that once upon a time. But yeah, I think they should just revamp the whole All-Star Weekend. I think apart from the three-point contest, I think everything has to be tweaked, especially the game and the dunk. I didn't even talk about the game. The dunk contest was terrible, like I said, but the game was so bad too, bro. Almost 400 points were scored, and like it just wasn't a good look. After you had the whole MVP trophy of the game named after Kobe, it just kind of seemed disrespectful. And to go out there and do the kind of stuff they did, like, you even saw Kobe talk about it. Like, they show more effort and energy when they're playing pickup at UCLA, Rico Hines runs and stuff like that. Like, there's just no effort whatsoever, and they just have to care more for this game. I know they don't want to get hurt or whatnot, but come on, bro. You can't just be letting guys just run and dunk the whole time. Like, some effort has to be shown. That's just what it is. That All-Star game is totally on the players. I don't think the league can do anything about that. But I think it all starts with the voting too. Like, no matter how much the coaches and players vote, fans can get a guy like Damian Lillard who doesn't deserve to start to be a starter. The players won't care either. So it has to do with the voting and the players showing more effort. But that's just All-Star Weekend in a nutshell. It was very, very underwhelming. Coming back to the Heat, we have Delon Wright. Delon Wright is a new member of the Miami Heat, just signed last week. Extremely, extremely good signing, man. I'm super happy with this pickup. Defensively, he's going to be an absolute menace. I don't know if you guys remember, but in the 2022 series against the Hawks, he was on Tyler Hero, and he did a really good job, man. He did a really good job on Tyler. He had him in jail for a lot of that series. So Delon has always been a really good defender. His brother obviously played here, so he has that connection. He has the culture. He knows what it takes to be a Miami Heat player. And I can't wait to see Delon play, man. I think he is a guy who's going to defend, but also knock down some shots. From three, he shot 39%. I think he shot 40s and catch and shoot threes. He's a good standstill shooter. Now, you're not going to do much creation if you're Delon Wright, but when you're on this team, I don't think you're going to be asked to do more than just catch and shoot, sit in the corner type stuff. I don't think he's going to be asked to, like, bring the ball up. And maybe he's going to be asked to bring the ball up and handle the ball a little bit, but I'm talking about creating shots. He's not going to have to do that. He's just going to have to run the offense, shoot open threes, and play defense. And I think he can do all of those at a very high level. Can have J-Rich. You can have J-Rich go back to his natural 2 whenever he's back. You can have Hero and J-Rich be your 2 guards. You can have Duncan play that 2-3 position, either wing position. You can have Terry and Delon as your point guards, and you have a very, very good guard rotation. Now, we're still very thin on size, and I do think they should have addressed the front court position at the deadline. I did see, some guys available in the buyout market too. Gallinari was available. Not a big fan of Gallinari because of the defense, but I think Thad Young would have been nice on this team. Obviously, we only had one spot, so I think we used it well. But I think during the trade deadline, we should have done something with Caleb and that not expiring, but pretty much is, because he's not going to re-sign for $6 million or whatever his player option is. So we're pretty much going to lose Caleb for nothing. And if they're cool with that, if they think what he can give is better than anybody on the market, then that's fine. But I do think we should have addressed our size. We're still very small. And against a team like Denver, if we play them in the finals again, even if we play a team like, Milwaukee, I don't think Milwaukee's a threat because of their coach and because of, their defense, which isn't that great. But any big team can give us problems in the playoffs. Even Cleveland, we always struggle against Cleveland centers. So I think that we should have addressed the size during the trade deadline, but we didn't. This is our team, and that's fine. That's completely fine. We just have to make sure we maximize the potential with this team, because this is the final team. There's no more changes for the end of the season. It's what we have, and that's what we're going to be rocking out with for the rest of the year. Let me know what you guys think, man. If you guys think this team is good enough to win it all, I definitely think we can come out of the East with this team. I don't think anybody in the East is amazing. Boston has been playing really well, but I don't think Boston would be like a nightmare series. I think I would definitely like our chances against any team in the East. When it comes to the West, it's a little bit tough. The Clippers are currently my favorite to win it all right now as an unbiased fan. I would definitely say the Clippers are the best team in the league. But you have them, you also have Denver, and Denver always gives us problems, like they did last year in the finals. So those two in the West, I don't know if we can beat them. I think it's going to be really, really tough. Obviously, I would pick us, but that's just my bias talking. If I'm taking it out of the way, the Nuggets and the Clippers have a very good chance of beating us if we may face them in the finals. Anybody else in the West, I'm not too worried about, but it's just those two top teams, the Nuggets and the Clippers. I think Minnesota and OKC are still a little too young. And then obviously Phoenix is, you can attack Phoenix's defense. The Lakers and Warriors are pretenders as always. And yeah, that's literally what you have. So outside of Denver and the Clippers, I don't really see any team beating us in a 7-game series, especially in the East. So I think the ceiling of this team is an NBA Finals appearance. Do I think this team is good enough to win it all? As presently constructed, I'm going to say no as an unbiased fan. If I want to take my bias out of it, I have to say no, because this team lacks, some stuff. And obviously, it's better than it was going into the season, but there's still a lot of holes in this team, specifically in that power forward position, starting power forward position, and also some of the issues that we've had, closing games and blowing leads and stuff like that. Like that's all going to get back to you in the playoffs. So hopefully this team cleans that up. I would love to be proved wrong. I would love to be, sitting here at the end of the season as a fan of a team that's won the championship, but I still think there's another move that needs to be made in order for this to happen. So we'll see what happens. It's still very, very, I'm not going to say very early, but second half of the season is literally about to start today. So we still have a lot of basketball yet to be played. Hopefully we get guys back, man. Jimmy looks like he's ready to go after his, loss in his family or friends. Very, very, sad occurrence, but I hope he's ready. He looks ready. He's been in the gym. Terry and Jay Rich are both hurt, but I think Jay Rich could be back by the end of next week, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but Saturday probably would have been 2 weeks, or Sunday probably would have been 2 weeks since he's been hurt. So that's 2 weeks right there, and they said they're going to reevaluate him in 2 weeks. So I'm going to say it's going to be like maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks at max. I don't think it's going to be more than a month. So I don't think Jay Rich is going to be out for too much longer. Terry, we just never know. It was a knee sprain, so they're going to take their time with it. We'll see what happens. He's week to week. And yeah, let's just sit tight, see what happens to the end of the season. Make sure y'all let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about Delon Wright. Shout out to Bam and Hawkes for putting it down, for holding it down the AllStar Weekend. Bam hitting threes, man. I wish he can hit threes in games now. I wish Spo will let him do that. But yeah, shout out to Bam and Jaime. Shout out to the Heat. We're back. And yeah, on to the second half of the season, man. I'll see y'all later as always. Peace.